Handling data, Venn diagrams. What is it? A way of sorting data according to different features. Why? It can help you organize information visually and find relationships between numbers. Interesting fact, the atmospheres of Neptune, Uranus, Jupiter, and Saturn can produce diamonds. Scientists have recreated the conditions in a lab to prove it on Neptune and Uranus. So, if you follow these steps, you'll be golden when you do Venn diagrams. Step 1, write examples of the features. Step 2, draw the correct amount of circles. And step 3, put the features in the right section. Okay, so let's go ahead. Here's the Venn diagram. The numbers are coming, so there they are. Step 2 is already done for you. Now let's go ahead and do step 1, which is write down the features, or examples of the features. And now we're going to go ahead and go through each one at a time. So when you're doing one at a time, make sure you cross off the number that you have already done, because you can only have it once. So if you cross it off, you know that you've already done it. So let's go ahead and get rid of the 4. So we cross it off. It's a multiple of 2. So now we're going to go ahead and cross off 5. It's a multiple of 5, so it goes to the right. Next is 10. Since 10 is a multiple of both, it goes into the middle. Now we'd cross off 15, goes on the right side. 18, cross it off, goes on the left since it's a multiple of 2. And finally 21, we cross off. And as you can see, it is not in either circle because it is not a multiple of 2 and not a multiple of 5. So now those are your answers. And let's go on with example number 2. So, and here are the numbers. Step 2 is already done for you. And then let's go ahead and do step number 1 and write down examples of the features, which are multiples of 2, multiples of 5, and multiples of 7. So we're going to do one at a time again. So we're going to cross off 4 and put it into the multiples of 2. We're going to cross off 10 and put it in the shared part of multiples of 2 and 5. And we're going to do 14, which is a multiple of 2 and 7, so it goes into the shared part. And then 15 is just a multiple of 5. Cross off 21, put it into the multiples of 7. Next is 35, put it into the shared section of multiples of 7 and 5. And finally cross off 70. And since it's all 3, it goes into the middle. And now we are done with this question, and that's your final answer. Now let's take a look at example 3. It is already done for you, so that means we've already finished it, but yet there are errors in the final answer. So go ahead and pause the video and see if you can find all of them. I'm gonna go ahead and go over the answers now. So if you let's start going over them. There are 3 errors. If you got all 3, well done, congratulations. Now let's go over the 3 errors. First one. Error 1, there are 2 24s. Okay, you can only have one. So the person may have forgotten to cross it off or accidentally wrote it twice. Error 2, 24 should be in the middle of multiples of 4 and 6. So 1 and 2 are kind of related. And finally, error 3, 28 should be in the middle of multiples of 4 and 7. So let's take a look on how it should look like. And as you can see, only multiples of 4 and only multiples of 6 don't have anything. And it's okay when you do a Venn diagram not to have something in one particular section or even more. So now it is your turn. So go ahead and answer these 2 questions by yourself. So go ahead and pause the video before I show you the answers. And in 3, 2, and 1. So here are the answers. If you got them correct, well done. If you didn't, there's always tomorrow.